Hot take, you cannot talk your way through healing from trauma, and here's why. Hey, I am Britt. I am a somatic experiencing practitioner and a nervous system regulation expert, and I'm going to share with you why it is that we cannot talk our way into healing. First of all, trauma can be defined as any experience that was too overwhelming for your nervous system to cope with. And when this happens, your nervous system becomes chronically ensnared, stuck, locked into survival states like fight, flight, freeze, shut down, or fawn. Now, the language of the nervous system is not thought, it's not rationale, it's not cognition, it's not talking or thinking. The language of the nervous system is actually subcortical. It is subconscious. The nervous system communicates with us and operates through the body, through emotion, sensation, and feeling. And when we talk about somatic practices, somatic means of the body or body oriented. So through a somatic experiencing framework, what we help our clients to do is we help them to get back into the driver's seat of the nervous system and to show, not tell, because again, the nervous system doesn't think, it's not rational. We have to show through the body that whatever traumatic experience you experienced in the past, that is not happening today. By showing our nervous system that it's safe here in the present, you can become unstuck from those chronic states of survival. Now, somatic experiencing is twofold. The first step is we have to build what we call resource within your system and within your life. Resource is anything that brings a sense, right? Sensing through the body, a sense of okayness or safety, or anything that's non-threatening. Okay, so there are internal resources like noticing right now that my chest feels open and expansive and not constricted today. Noticing that there's an ease in my jaw and not a tightening. Noticing emotion like gratitude, joy, peace. So there's internal resourcing, maybe a memory, maybe a visualization. But there's also external resourcing. So we can resource to our external environment, either objects that we can touch, that we can take notice of, we call this kinesthetic orienting, or we can resource with our senses. What can I see? What can I hear? What can I feel that shows me that it's okay to be present and that I am safe here right now? So that's step number one, building up your resources. Now, step number two of somatic experiencing is then completing incomplete experiences. What do I mean by that? Well, whatever experience you had that was too overwhelming, that was too much, too fast, too soon, or not enough for your nervous system to cope with, think of it like your system is still stuck in that past experience, still trying to survive that here in the present. For me, I experienced a trauma where I was physically overwhelmed, overpowered by another person when I tried to fight back, and so therefore my system stayed stuck in this fight response for years. And this was a part of my personality that had never been there before. I had always been this soft, kind-natured person. And so my system was stuck in a chronic fight response. And this bled out into all areas of my life, my relationships, the way that I felt about the world, the way that I felt about my circumstances. I was angry and I was bitter and I was resentful. But when I did somatic work, and worked with my physiology, worked with my nervous system, and I released and expressed all of that pent up adrenaline and cortisol that was being suppressed in my fight response. When I released it through somatic practices with a trained practitioner, then my system came back to baseline and I came back into a state of rest and digest. And I got unstuck from those chronic states of survival. So if you've been doing all of the healing in your life, you've gone to therapy, you've been reading the books, listening to the podcasts, changing the things in your life, trying to take care of yourself, yet you still have this deep feeling like something is off, like you're not yourself. There's anxiety, there's depression, you feel withdrawn, you feel depleted, you feel angry, you feel constricted. Then somatic work might be for you. The deep inner knowings of your nervous system and coming back into a place of safety, that might be just what you need. So if you want to join us, if you want to join the Body First Healing Program, which is my signature program that has been around now for 6 years, that has served hundreds and thousands of clients all over the world, then click the link in my bio. Come work with me in our private practice, work with my team of expertly trained trauma and somatic practitioners that will help you to get back to a place of regulation, that will help you to get unstuck from the past so you can live, thrive here in wholeness in the present. We'll see you inside.